I don't even remember how to do this anymore. You guys should have seen me trying to get ready. This is gonna be a shit show. Grab your drink. I know you guys want to find out all about this rad ass mug, and what's in it is a concoction. Not a bad concoction. Go grab your drink and I'll tell you what's in my mug when y'all get back. Hi guys, Chevyrell here. This is episode, I think maybe 56, and I don't normally say that. It's officially winter lighting. Here comes the sweater weather. I am wearing my Ninilchik Swancho by Caitlin Hunter. Is that correct? And I think it's $7 pattern. Yes, I wrote it down. And this is in Knitpicks DK City Tweed.
City Stroll Tweed, City Tweed Stroll, City Tweed.
Is Stroll in there? I might be making that up. City Tweed DK? Something like that. You guys, look at this mug. This was sent to me from Kelly, who is the proprietor. Is that the right word? Kelly Knit Swag has all sorts of cool stuff. There's all sorts of different, obviously that's knit stockinette stitches. There's different colorways. She has notebooks and phone cases and like little bags and fanny packs and all sorts of stuff. She'll be linked in the description below, and she is giving us 15% off. What? Chevyrell 15. So go visit Kelly over at Knit Swag. I want a phone case, I do believe. I would like to start off by saying thank you. I have not said this in a while. I know that there are a lot of podcasters that say it every single time. You've all heard it. Thank you for all the new subscribers and for all of those of you who decided to come back for more. Thank you. I am always super appreciative of you, but I also think that sometimes it can get a bit repetitive if I say that all the time. I also have an introduction video that I'll try and remember to link up here for those of you who are new subscribers. When I very first started, which was New Year's will be 3 years. Have I been doing this for 3 years? For those of you who are new, this is like a knitting, fiber, crochet, spinning place on YouTube where I talk about what alcoholic beverage I'm drinking, which I got sidetracked.
In typical Chevis fashion.
This is a hodgepodge. Anyway, let me back up. I'm all over the map. I've had however much this is to drink thus far, and I'm already a hot mess. Thank you for everyone who thinks that this form of crazy is sort of fun to pass the time while you are making your makes. Some of you may just be coming off of the Halloween giveaway announcement video. If you did not watch that video, because anytime I do a video on giveaways, it gets like way less views because I think that the people who did not participate in it thinks like they don't care who wins. But there was a special guest, my best friend, spoiler alert. Dan is apparently on the roof. I don't know if you can hear that. My best friend drew for the giveaway. There's lots of funny stuff in there. You'll get to meet Clint if you haven't already. There are plenty of you out there who were crushing pretty hard on old Clinty. He's my best friend forever and ever. Clint and I talked about the drinks that we were drinking. We had an entire drink menu. Dan bought us a bottle of Hint of Challah vodka from a local distillery, and we had all sorts of drinks to make with that. So this is a concoction that I have made up with the leftover fruit, which consisted of grapefruit, pineapple, lime, a little simple syrup, and hint of challah. And it's amazing. It's wonderful. If y'all are ever stuck as far as drinks go, just mix some shit together. And if it tastes good, yay. Just taste a little bit as you go. Usually can't go wrong with a citrus. So if you have a grain alcohol and a citrus, with a little bit of sweetener, you're usually pretty good. So now that I've been rambling, let's get on to the stuff, shall we? I have 2 FOs. Did you guys see that I chopped my hair off? There was a comment on it. Look, so this is my silver, which it looks like, if you're new here, I'm growing out my silver, which is about right here, yeah? It's way more silver if I pull it back. Usually I have my hair up, but I just got a bunch chopped off. I think it was like down to here maybe. It needed it. I have 2 FOs, if you can believe it. I couldn't tell you the last time I had an FO. I will be totally honest with you. My mojo has been lacking. I just haven't. I'm going to blame 2020 because I don't know. This year has seriously been the most lacking year fiber-wise for me in a very long time. It's going to be a little light on the knitting. So if you are my cousin Jana or my cousin Eva, that's mother and daughter, look away, because one of you are getting these for Christmas and I just don't know who yet. These are the CanCan mitts. The last time you saw them, my little bird skull, isn't it cool? I love it so much. The last time you saw these, I don't know where they came from. The last time y'all saw these was right here, and I got all this and a second one done. Plain stockinette on the back. This is Pashmina. There's some cashmere in this. It'll be linked below. This colorway, I don't think they make anymore. If they do, Simply Socks doesn't have it. I did try and look for it. I think it's amethyst. I could be wrong. I think it's amethyst. Or no, geode. I think I remember. I think it's geode. I mean, I wouldn't bet on it because I'm not a betting woman, but I'm pretty sure it's geode. And I don't think I don't know if they don't make it anymore at all, but I know that Allison doesn't have it at Simply Socks, which is where I got this originally. I have a boxy out of this. So that's my first FO. Okay, you guys, my second FO. Oh, did you see? Look. Are y'all ready for this? Look at it. You guys, it's Cole's stocking, which you can't really see the foot very well. I am not going to go into the whole story on this. I'll try and link the episode where I talked about this if you want to know the story. The short of it is this is an heirloom 50s pattern from Bernay. Clint's grandma Julie is involved in this. That is his mom's mom. I rewrote it. I haven't finished it yet. I need to rewrite it. I will tell you. The way the foot is written is super wonky. I wanted to keep to the pattern, right? Because I wanted to keep the integrity of the original 50 style pattern, because this pattern is the pattern that Grandma Julie and her mom, Grandma Julie's mom, was knitting stockings out of. And I really wanted to keep it, but just those old patterns, you guys, it's so weird. I'm going to keep the majority of the count. I'm going to keep the count, right? But when it comes to the heel, let me see if I can get this. This is the weirdness factor. You knit and you do the turn, and I did that. Like, I rewrote the turns because they had some PSSOs, and I switched those to like a slip knit and knit 2 together so that it looked better. But here's the thing. You knit down to here and there's this flap right here. Then you knit this heel, and I don't know if you can tell, but this seam right here, you sew. This is open. So you join this in the round, and this is all open, and you seam that up. It's really bizarre. You don't need to do it. So what do you guys think? Should I write it up and keep it old school so it still has that flavor? Or do you think that I should, do a heel more like a sock so that you don't have to seam up that? I mean, it's this long that you seam. Now, I assume it's because back in the 50s, they didn't have circular knitting needles, and that was like probably an easy way to do it on DPNs. I don't know. So what do you think? I charted all of this. I borrowed this from a free pattern and I suck. I really do need to link it. Hold on. Let me look it up and see what it is. I want to give credit to the person who made this because it is a free pattern. It's a little boy's sweater. I said before, we are an Alice Chalmers family. For those of you who don't know what that means, this is an Alice Chalmers. I'm going to try and find my dad's Alice Chalmers. He was a hella good tractor puller back in the day. Tractors are orange, grass is green. And that's just a little dig at John Deere. And nothing against John Deere. It's just that we sort of always root for the underdog, I think. So if you ever go to a tractor pull, y'all do me a favor. An antique pull. I'm not talking about the new finagle, new age tractor pulls. I'm talking the antiquers. Always root for the Alice Chalmers. That's how I feel. Always root for the Alice Chalmers. There's tons of John Deere, not very many Alice. So always root for those guys. And then my second who I always root for are the Olivers. Somebody commented on that and we kind of had a back and forth on it. I love the Olivers too. I sort of see, hopefully this doesn't make anyone mad. I sort of look at Olivers like I look at the Green Bay Packers. My dad's a Browns fan. I know. You don't need to tell me. We're ride or die, no matter how bad they stink out loud. But the Packers are so nice. They're just so nice. Their fans are nice. They're so welcoming. I just, like, when you talk to a Packers fan, so if you're a Packers fan, you guys are just so nice. At least all the ones throughout my lifetime that I've ever been around, you're like super sportsmanship and you're just friendly. You're just friendly. I like the Green Bay Packers. Olivers, same way. So always root for the Alice. Honorable mention for the Olivers. Oh, for heaven's sake. How in the hell I'm going to put it right here. This is not in English. I knew that. I'm remembering that because I only used the chart. So this is the pattern. I'm going to post a picture so that you can see it. It is a free pattern and I just used the tractor motif. Sandna's Garn, I think, is the designer. Oh, you guys, sorry. I want to give her credit or him credit. Whoever did this, I want to give them credit. And it's Traktorgenser? I don't know. Somebody tell me what language that is and how you pronounce it. So that's the tractor motif I used. And I think I was going to duplicate stitch. I forgot. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know what that boogered spot is right there because it's not on this side. So it must have just been how I carried the yarn. Cole's not going to care. And then this, I just found a free chart. I just Googled it. I don't even know who to give credit to. It was just a free color chart. And then I put it into Excel and chose where the colors go. I got to flash my floats, right? Because that's a thing. I'm pretty sure. I will tell you what. I was not a fan of the snowflakes. 3 colors. This was not enjoyable. I basically grit my teeth until it was done. I was like, I am going to finish this because the end product is going to be so great, but it was not enjoyable and I would not do it again. I would have kept this as 2 colors, but I'd already started. So there's my floats. Love flashing floats, right? I know what you're thinking. If you're shoving a bunch of stuff in this stocking, which I'm going to do, I'm going to give it to Cole for Christmas, and it's going to be full of goodies, I am going to sew a lining for it so that the goodies don't get hung up on the floats. And the yarn that I used is, what did I say it was? Lion's brand, acrylic. I forget. You'll have to look on my last episode because I talked about it on there. I'm blowing it out. This I will never do again. Just trust me when I say, and that's where the seam was. So that's why it looks wonky. Just trust me when I say that, don't do that. Those are my FOs, y'all. I only have enough fruit for 1 drink, but it is so good. Okay, next up is whips. I have Swallowtail on my notes. I'm not even going to show you guys. I literally put 3 rows on it, on the sleeves. Like I said, I was just not feeling it. I need to figure out my Christmas stuff. Swallowtail was kind of put on hold because I'm stressing about Christmas knitting, which I don't typically do that to myself, but I have toes and heels to put in some socks, which is very easy. It's just getting it started. And I don't know, you guys, why is it so hard for me? The reason that I'm not doing it is because I feel like I suck at figuring out where to put in the toes and heels for the different sizes. Do y'all have an easy way of doing that? Diana, you do sock tubes all the time. I know you know. I need an easy, like a chart. For size 7, you cut your heel in here and start your toe here. You know, like I need it. I've just been putting it off. I know it's so easy to knit heels and toes and cuffs. I just figuring out the measurements is such a pain in the butt. At least it was with my dad's. They're all right there. You'll see those later. But I need to do that. Okay, my next thing, this is for my sister, which I don't think that she watches. But if you do, go away. I'm making my sister a shrug. This to make up for that ugly white sweater shrug thing I made last year. Do you guys remember it? I'll see if I can find a screenshot. I hated it. Like I didn't even feel good giving it to her. She claims she likes it. I don't know if that's true. I wouldn't like it. I told her that I would not feel bad if she never wore it because I seriously hated it. This is in my Billy bag. How many of y'all know what a Billy bag is? Billy, the Crafty Floridian. I'll tell you more about our trip after all this stuff. She sent me this because, you know, Olive. And in it, it's growing out of it. But this is what I'm making for my sister. Now, there's a few things here. Wendy is who I went to visit when I surprised Billy, remember? And Wendy gave me these cool things. Oh, serious? These cool things. Have you ever heard of these? They're reusable. I mean, okay. What Wendy does is she puts them in these plastic whatchamadingies. And these are, this is a paid for pattern, but I doubt that you got anything off that. They're reusable. So you can, you know, I usually use Post-its and then as you take it off and put it on, it loses its sticky. And these don't. And you can put them right back on the little thing. Isn't that awesome? Wendy gave me those. Stitcher's GPS is what they're called. Anyway, let me show you the pattern. Now, this is a paid for pattern. This is Caryn's Creations Skull Cocoon Sweater. I feel like I've talked about this before. Have I talked about this before? My sister likes skulls and she likes white. So I'm making white. I purchased this yarn. I hated it. And I took it with me to Wendy's. And, you know, I'm telling the girls about it, like Wendy and Billy and Cheryl. They're crocheters mainly. They were telling me that this, Wendy, you should have seen Wendy's yarn room, you guys. This is I Love Cotton in the white. Wendy had this I mean, her yarn room was like a store. Ditto, your fingernails are real loud, yo. Go play in another room. Okay. Since he's been home from training, he is seriously like a different dog. It's amazing. He has a long way to go. A lot of you have asked me about it. He has a long way to go, but he seriously is awesome. Completely different dog. I have to tell you about this thing. As a paid for pattern, I don't even know how to say this. As a paid for pattern, I sort of want a dog on it. But I'm wondering if this is just how crocheted patterns are written. There's no schematic. I would expect this from a free pattern. But a paid for pattern, I'm just thinking that you would have, and I mean, it's like a $7 paid for pattern, or no, $5. It was a $5, I think. Over $5, $5.53. Must have been Canadian. I would expect like a tech editor, multiple test crochets. There were not, and I knew that when I purchased the pattern, there are not very many projects, but I really liked it. And I've crocheted granny squares. How hard could it be, right? Okay, first let me show you where I'm at. I have my hand stitched life, Luigi. This, I wish that the seam would have been, because you can kind of see the seam, right? Which, I don't know, can you on the back? Yes. I wish that would have been like at the bottom. Next time, I would put that at the bottom, not so that it's across your back. It says to knit from, or crochet from the back of your neck past your butt, which for me is down here. That's how much longer I have to go. And I think the way this is you do something like this and do the sleeves. It's something like that. This is what it says. Fold your square in half, wrong sides facing out. Attach yarn at corner of top piece.
What?
A schematic, a little chart, a little hand drawing there would be extremely helpful. I just kind of figured that out by looking at it, and I don't even know that it's right. Now, crochet is way more forgiving than knitting. You know, it just says fold square in half, wrong sides facing out. Side to side or top to bottom? I'm just assuming that it's top to bottom because it wouldn't work the other way. Am I being a whiny bitch? That's where I'm at on this. I have one skein left. Wendy, I left the yarn that I hated, which how shitty is that? I left the yarn that I bought for this that I hated, and she gave me like 4 skeins of this. So this is 3 skeins. This is the 4th skein, and I'm gonna need more. I know I'm gonna need more. This is from Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. I think that it's a very popular yarn. It's way better than the stuff I had. Hopefully next time y'all see this, it will be finished. The other thing, and there was notes on this somewhere, I don't know where. This skull, I had to do like 4 times. You have to get it real tight. Even now it's a little loosey-goosey. I would almost crochet the skull at a smaller hook size. I suck at this game, don't I? This is, I love this cotton, which is what do crocheters call this? They use the number thing. 4. It's a 4 medium, which I believe is worsted. Is that right? But they're all a little different because that yarn I had from before was a 4 weight, but Billy was like, bull honky, that's a little heavier than a fingering weight. I am using a J hook on this, and I should have, or I wish, hindsight's 2020, that I would have gone down a hook size for the skull and then up a hook size for the rest of it. But that being said, it's okay. I mean, my sister will like it. I would wear it like that. I feel guilty working on my Swallowtail because it's for me, and I should be doing Christmas, like heels, toes, and cuffs in my socks. But yet, that's kind of like meh, trying to figure out sizing for other people, not me. Because y'all know I'm not like a huge fan of afterthought heels. And I thought it was just the way they fit, but maybe it's because I don't know where to put them. Then, my only other whip is a ginormous fail. This is in my Hohi bag, which is mustard, not tan. Some of you understand that. This is my Andromeda hat. By Maria. The pattern is awesome. She gives you measurements where it's like fill in the formula and measure this and divide by that and times by that and to the 3rd to the 5th power and cast on this many stitches, which I did. And y'all know how good at the maths I am. What the fuck? Dude, come on. I clearly did something wrong because this is supposed to be 2 inches. I shorted it. And this is supposed to be 2 inches and I shorted it. Like, clearly my math is messed up. And then, like, this is supposed to be 2 inches, you guys. And then I start the brim. What? No, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. Yeah, hashtag fail. No problem with the pattern because Maria's amazing and I know that, and I know I suck at math and that's totally what it is. But there's my other thing, so it's like all these things that I'm working on at once. I need something that I love and I don't love anything. And now I'm just being whiny. So now you know why I just want to stare at TikTok. And that's all my knitting and crochet. I feel like I want to rip out the Andromeda hat, knit another hat pattern, and then go back to the Andromeda hat. I'm going to remeasure it, figure out what I did wrong, and then redo it. So now, I know some of you only stick around for that part of it, but I have a pretty cool announcement that I'm going to keep until the end if you want to stick around for that. Until then, I have some enabling. I'm going to tell you about my trip to Virginia and show you some things that I got while I was there. And then I'll make an announcement. What you think? Okay, my first enabling is my Hocus Pocus Advent calendar. Dan claims that it's not an Advent because Advents are only for Christmas in December. But what if Halloween is sort of like your religious holiday? Can it be an Advent then? Because Trilogy Yarns had a Halloween Advent. If you want to watch me open these, one every day, these awesome minis, it is on Instagram, on my highlighted stories. Go check it out. I am just going to hold up the whole lot of it. Okay, so there were 14 minis, and they all had super cool names, which you can see in my Instagram stories, my saved highlight stories, which I feel like I've said umpteen times now. And then on Halloween, I opened this bad boy. Nancy, who is the dyer behind Trilogy Yarns, knocked this out of the park. These are in no order. I feel like they're getting way blown out. They are. These are in no order, but I'm just going to kind of hold them up. Oh my God, guys. And they're so soft. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. Look at that one. Oh, I wish it wasn't blown out. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so what should I do with them? Somebody told me, oh my God, does that just make you so happy? Somebody told me that Christy Glass has a video of different things to use your minis for, and it's in my queue. You know how I am with my queue. I have to watch it in order. So it's in there, but let me know. Look at that. It's a mini beard. Beard full of minis. I haven't decided what I want to do on there. I'm going to watch that video. If you have any ideas on what to do for minis, put it in the comments below. You guys know I am in love still. It's one of my favorite things is my Lost in Time shawl, which is what I did my Christmas Advent from last year. What I made, which was crochet. It's amazing. Seriously, I want to wear it all the time. Y'all know KatydidBags, right? I feel like I'm late on this train. I ordered one of her masks. Some of you saw this on Instagram. Look at this. Now, there. No, why is it blowing out? It doesn't like my mask. Okay, real quick, and then I won't be blown out anymore. Let me see here. I have tried a lot of masks, and I said this on an Instagram story. Whatever this pattern is so neat because my mouth is not touching this. And look, I can talk and it stays where it's supposed to be. Normally, now, I did that on purpose, but that's normally what happens, right? Like as you talk, it goes down. This one doesn't. It just stays where it's supposed to and your lips don't touch it. You could wear lipstick with this. Okay, I'm being ridiculous. If you breathe in that hard, it will touch your face. If you just talk like a normal person, which y'all know I'm not, if you just talk like a normal person and you're a lipstick wearer, you're not going to get lipstick in there. It's so nice. Then there's whatever this is, but then she has these little things, which if y'all remember the masks that I made, I put beads on there, same thing, so that you can, but I have a big head, so they're all the way out for me. So anyway, I ordered that. She's making more because she was out of them. I mean, I just love them. Like, how clever. So then she sent me a bag. She sent me her shopper bag in the same pattern. Look. It's a tarot bag. Let's see the inside. The inside, there's pockets in there. So thank you, Katie. Go check her out. I can sew half-ass. And then whenever I get something from someone who actually knows what they're doing, I'm always mesmerized by how well stuff's stitched. Thank you so much. I'm parched. Next up, Amanda from Wonderful Body sent me, I'm crinkling, hold on. Amanda from Wonderful Body sent me, which she'll be linked in the description below. She does book-inspired soaks and scrubs. So in the card, she tells me that she is thanking me for the podcast because it gave her like a creative boost. What kind of oxymoron is that? I need it. I need a creative boost because I feel like I'm in a rut. But she said she was in a rut. And somehow from watching me, it got her out of a rut. And she wanted to send me a thank you. I've used some of these. Oh, shoot. Did I bring my one? No, I didn't. I have to show you the main one. Well, hold on. I'll show you these. She's on Etsy. She'll be linked. I actually went after she sent this and ordered a whole bunch for Christmas presents. Because, you know, I love my baths. And this is totally up my alley. First, look at how awesome these are packaged. And then on the back, it tells you what's in it. They're all book inspired. Like this one is called Hagrid. And then she has a description of everything in here. So this is Palo Santo and Sweet Mandarin. There is Matched by Ali Condi. And that's a margarine eucalyptus. Cafe Mocha, which is inspired by Naked in Death by J.D. Robb, which I've never heard of. I kind of want to look that up. Caramel Macchiato, which is inspired by Uncommon Grounds by Mark Pendergrast. And Sandalwood Eucalyptus, which the inspiration is meditation. She also has rolly things and, you know, like rollerball, essential oils. I ordered some of those. Okay. This is the Pisces, which is birch and watermint. I have no idea what watermint is, but it's amazing. As you can see, I use it. And look. What? It's inspired by the podcast. Then, this is perhaps my favorite part. There's also a Norfolk mermaid pin and a weird little dude from my great-grandmother's jewelry collection. He wanted to go on a trip. What should I name him, you guys? He wanted to go on a trip. I love it. For right now, he's going to hang out with Bruce and Brunhilde. So that's Wonderful Body Company. She'll be linked. You can't go wrong with soaky stuff. And I feel like it's the best thing to get people that don't need more stuff. Like, do y'all have any of those people in your life? Hey guys, guess what? Chev is from the future. Like my one painted nail. I was trying out a color. Chev is from the future because I forgot a bunch of stuff. And I went to the post office and got stuff. And I didn't want to wait till the next episode. I wanted to tell you guys about it. So today is Thursday. The episode is going up tomorrow evening. Just in time for Friday night drinks. What? Okay, so I just got done telling you about the Wonderful Body scrubs and soaks. I completely forgot. Amanda gave you guys a coupon code. Who has Christmas shopping to do and wants 20% off? Ditto 2. She gave it to me in all caps, so I'm thinking it might be all caps. If that doesn't work, try not caps. I don't know if it's case sensitive or not, but I know it's Ditto 2. 20% off. Then Katie from Naughty Knitting Sacks. Y'all remember Naughty Knitting Sacks, right? I'm using it, so I can't even show it to you. My fornicating skeletons. I believe Mama Jean started that, didn't she? Anyway, I was perusing Katie's Etsy shop and I found this fabric that I loved. And she only had a little bag. And I asked her if she could make me, I love these, I forget what they're called, you know, that do this. Well, y'all know Katie from Naughty Knitting Sacks. They're naughty because they're like awesome on the outside. And they're even more fun on the inside. Look at the inside of this. Eat a bag of dicks. I love it. And then, because, I mean, she's amazing on so many levels. Ugh. I hope I get to meet her IRL one day. She sent you guys one for a giveaway, which I have not decided what that giveaway is yet. For future reference, when this comes up in a giveaway, the inside of y'all's bag, oops, they're upside down, would be fornicating unicorns. How awesome is that? I loved this. In art class, I sucked at watercolor. I don't know if any of you were in art or not, but I was not very good at watercolor. It's just not my medium. The one watercolor I did used salt. Like, we were doing different techniques, and you can do salt and turpentine, and it gives you this like cool starburst effect or whatever you call that. And that's what it reminded me of. I love that technique in art class. I'm sure there's art teachers out there screaming what that is if Mrs. Westoven's watching, she's shaking her head at me. She was my art teacher. I know she's not watching, but I was not a good watercolorer. The other thing that I loved, this is batik. And we did batik in school, and that was a lot of fun. I did look in Katie's Etsy shop before I started recording, and she has some of both, at least as of right now. Whether they'll still be there tomorrow, I don't know. This next thing is the package that I picked up in the mail, and the reason that I wanted to pop in here before I recorded next. I wanted you guys to know about this. When I started the podcast, and I know that I've said it before, I really had no idea, not just the friends I would meet by doing it, but the super, super cool things and businesses and people who just have consistently restored my faith in humanity. I mean, y'all know 2020 has been a dumpster fire. I've said that already before. So when I opened this package and read the story, of course I started crying, which I'm not going to cry now. But it's people like this and why I want to share it with you guys. The media and social media and all of those things are just like nastiness, you know, like it's all the bad stuff just coming at you, that there's these angels walking amongst us on the planet. And it's just really cool because I really have had a lot of down days, just like you guys have had. I said I wasn't going to cry. Just like you guys have had too over or throughout 2020. And I just hope that this gives you like the warm fuzzies, because it totally gave me the warm fuzzies, and I want to hug all of these people, and they are awesome. And I apologize. I was going to message her and ask her the correct pronunciation. It's either Joanna or Johanna. I don't know if the H is silent or not. She is the chairwoman and fundraiser or person who's in charge of fundraising for a non-for-profit in Sarasota County, Florida. I kicked the camera. Look, she gave me a t-shirt. It's the One More Day Foundation. I feel like I want to be up higher. Oh, I can lower the camera, right? Sometimes my brain doesn't work. What the One More Day Foundation does, they take these animals into their homes that don't have a lot of time left with us and love them until their last days. And instead of them being euthanized in a shelter environment, the non-for-profit pays for an in-home vet to come in and euthanize the animals in the comfort of their home with their guardians. And you know I love animals so much. And I just think that that takes a special kind of person to be able to do that. And I love them, and I'm super grateful for people whose hearts can show that much love. She sent me a little care box. I won't show you everything, but I did want to show you this yarn. This is from Pearl Diver. It says Sanibel. This is Kitty Bee Knitting, hand dyed in Sarasota, Florida. And this is 70-30 superwash merino wool and silk. It's a single, and the colorway is sea glass. Here's one of the things that is so cool about this. And she had no idea. This is just one of those things where this is the way the universe works. My grandpa worked for the city of Sanibel. He graded the shell roads. So when I saw that said Sanibel and the color was sea glass, I mean, how fitting is that? I immediately thought of Grandpa Bruce, not to be confused with Bruce or Brunhilde. Johanna does the fundraising for One More Day Foundation. In this time of the Rona, it's been hard to get out and about and do fundraising. So she, as a knitter, was trying to rack her brain on how she could do some stuff. And she said that she remembers that I had a thing for hedgehogs. So she sent me this awesome Christmas bag. This is what she has decided to do for fundraising. So if you go, which it'll be linked. Oh, here's the other thing I almost forgot. They call it hospice. Hospice, for those of you who don't know, that's sort of at someone's final days when they're getting ready to pass away. Those nurses come in and make that person comfortable. Well, they call it hospice at One More Day because they're fostering and sort of like hospice. And look, isn't that such a cool word? I loved it. She has listed these on the One More Day website. All of the proceeds go to One More Day. There is a donate button on there as well. She included a bag as a giveaway for you guys. I have not decided how I'm going to do the giveaway yet. I will keep you posted. I'm going to think on it. If any of you have any good ideas, let me know. It would be great if whoever wins it would be able to have it before Christmas in case they want to gift it to someone. Until then, please go check out the One More Day Foundation's website. It will be linked below. The bags are all listed there if you'd like to purchase one. And I just really wanted to share what an awesome organization that is. I'm so happy that she reached out to me. Thanks for listening to me blubber on. So thank you so much, Johanna. Thank you so much. And I will be thinking about all of the puppies in hospice. And I'll be telling everyone about you because I just think it's so great. Speaking of fur babies, Lynn, who's a viewer, sent Ditto a BarkBox subscription to congratulate him on his making it through training and being such a good boy. We got a BarkBox. We have the Halloween one, and then we also got a Thanksgiving one. I went ahead and videoed him opening the Halloween one, and he just loves opening stuff so much. I thought that I would share a little video of him opening his BarkBox, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So next up is the video of Ditto, and then back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Sit.
Good boy. Show everyone your manners.
Break.
What is that? What is in there? What's in there? The dad'll help. Oh my. This is from Lynn. Happy Halloween. Oh, what is it? Oh, I can't. Oh, you have more to open.
Gross. What kind of decors?
Safe to say he loves it.
What kind of decors? Oh, that's cool. Real fire guy.
Aww. So Ditto has a happy Halloween. Payday. I love paydays. Thank you, Lynn. He loves it. Hey. Oh, what else we got? Tell us what we have, Dad. Treats? What is that?
A treat.
That's a wrapper, doofus. Here. Stop! Drop it. Good. Okay, Ditto got his treats for Halloween. Look at all that stuff. We have a skeleton. This is a payday toy.
Skelly beans.
Aw, and it even has a little crinkly bag. Those are cute. Look at all those treats. Oh, and he has another, that's a peanut butter stick. What's this one? A sweet potato stick is what he's eating now. All right, thank you so much, Lynn. This was great. Ditto, can you say thank you? I think that the treat enjoyment is thanks. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about my trip, a little bit about my trip to Virginia. Went and visited Wendy. It was so much fun. Her home was amazing. It was so much fun to surprise Billy. I mean, you would never know that we hadn't met before. We acted like we've been friends for years and we're just getting together. We went to this place called Mickey's Tavern, which is old, like it's from the 1700s, and you can eat there. They have a general store type thing. While I was at the store, I got these for Dan. They are just hot pad holders. See, Grandma said hot pad holders, and I didn't know that it was weird until I started dating Dan. He's like, what are they holding? And I was like, what? He's like, well, you said hot pad holders. What are they holding? It's either a hot pad or a holder. It's not a hot pad holder. And I was like, I don't know. You've just always said hot pad holder. And then I was like, where did it come from in my brain that that's wrong? And then way later, my Aunt Connie said hot pad holder, like at some family event, and I lost my mind. I'm like, wait a minute, what'd you just say? What? And she's like, hot pad holder? And I was like, Dan! I'm like, Aunt Connie said it. I didn't just make it up in my head. So anyway, they're either a hot pad or a hot pad holder. And look at Wendy's. Oh wait, it's this way. So these are like super cool cork. Look at that. It says machine wash, gentle cycle, lay flat to dry. These are cork tags. They're so neat. But Wendy sells her stuff in the general store at Mickey's Tavern. So if you're ever in Charlottesville, Virginia, and you see these, that's Wendy. She made those. And she also sells other stuff there too. She makes really cool crocheted sweaters, and she makes fun stuff. Then Billy, grab your drink. Look, of course we're drinking. Now, Billy bags. I said this is a Billy bag. If you want a Billy bag or one of her little coin this is an actual purse, but she has little coin purses with these same metal closures. If you want a Billy bag, go check out her podcast and message her over there and she will hook you up. This is so cute. Now, here's the thing. This is one of those purses that you pick the outfit to go with the purse, right? You don't pick the purse to go with the outfit. Thank you, Billy. Love your face. Then Wendy, oh my gosh. Wendy is seriously the hostess with the mostest. Her home is beautiful. Her hospitality was stellar. We had so much food to eat, We had so much to drink. I dried out when I got home. I can't believe that I'm mentioning this, but Billy did a live. I won't watch it because I'm embarrassed. I mean, I'd had, 2 or 3 martinis. It was probably a shit show, but I refused to watch it. Wendy had all sorts. Excuse me, kind sir. Back off. You're very noisy with your toenails. Can you leave the premises, please? So y'all saw that if you watched the Halloween giveaway video, you saw my pineapple mug. Then, look at this. Of course, it's getting way blown out. Wendy got us bear yarn to dye. Well, we were sort of drinking and chatting and never got around to the dyeing. We were going to try microwave dyeing. There's Swish DK. Now, we got one of each, but Billy's allergic to wool, so she gave me some of hers. This one is 100% superwash merino sport weight. It's just bear yarn. And then 2 skeins of mohair. So I have yarn to dye. And I have dye. I just have to do it. I want to try the microwave thing. Now, I don't know. Have I ever told you guys that we don't have a microwave? I don't recall. Dan says that it's fake heat. But you know what has a microwave? Our camper. So I can totally microwave dye. Then she got us all one of these things. Wait for it. Shut up. I look like Bubbles. He's a fictional character on a show called The Trailer Park. Here, this is Bubbles. Here's the thing. This is a light right here, which I'm not going to turn on because I don't want to blind you. And then you can do this. Well, if you have, look at me. If you have a hard time knitting black yarn, or you're in a dark area of your house or something, and then look at all the things they come with. Wendy got us all one of these. Isn't that sweet? I could not use this one because my eyes aren't, I don't need readers yet. I will, but not yet. So I would do the skinny one, but it magnifies your stitches. Now, even if you don't need the lens, here's the thing, which I don't think I need the lens. Currently, I have this light overhead when we're watching TV or a movie or something, and it glares off the television. So if I could just have this light on, it would just be facing my knitting or my crochet, and it wouldn't reflect off the television and bug Dan. The other thing is I'm going to go ahead and take these off because I feel absolutely ridiculous. They're really comfortable too. The other thing is in the car, because there's been times where Dan and I have gone on long road trips and it's nighttime and I wish I could knit, but I can't have the light on. I think that I could do that and it not bug his driving. I'll see if I can link that somewhere if you think you guys would be interested. Then Cheryl made us all wallets. Cheryl does the Yarn and Hook. It's Cheryl B at Yarn and Hook, or Cheryl B with Yarn and Hook, Cheryl Boltz. She'll be linked. You know me, I try to link everything. She does Boltz bags. Look at that metal tag. Look, this is legit. And how fitting. Isn't mine cool? The other cool thing about this is your phone fits perfect. These big phones, which my phone is huge. Isn't that nice? She makes purses too, and she has a fabric business. Is it a fabric business? She sells fabric. If you are interested in looking at her stuff or finding out more about her stuff, she'll be linked. And then my last thing about that trip was we went to Magpie Knits Yarn in Charlottesville. It's called, what do they call it? Do they just call it the mall? It's a super cute shopping area. Look what I got. Isn't that cool? So this is Magpie Knits Yarn Parliament, which is so blown out. Here, there. And this is 80% merino, 20% nylon fingering. Is there a colorway on here and I just don't see it? The Bering Sea. And then the Bering Sea has speckles of sangria and antique. So that'll be a 3-color shawl, I think. it'll marinate. You know me and my marinating. And that's it, I think. I mean, there was way more that happened on the trip, but that's what I had in my notes. Now, I was going to wait for this announcement. This is my last thing, and then I'll let y'all go. The reason that I'm not going to wait is because the one thing is going to come the week of Thanksgiving, or it's due in the week of Thanksgiving, and I probably won't record until after that, and I'm gonna want to get them listed. Do y'all know Leanne from Cocktail Hour at the Coop? You've heard me talk about her, Liz and Leanne. They're sisters. I was going to go to Rhinebeck with them. They own an alpaca farm, Arrow Acres. They're awesome. A lot of you may know Leanne's art from Rhinebeck last year. She did this logo. Well, she's a graphic designer. I commissioned her to make me a logo for Chevyrell stuff. So you guys want enamel pins, right? Do you remember this? They are coming Thanksgiving week sometime, or supposed to be. But I also got koozies and stickers. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you like the logo? The enamel pin's going to look different, obviously. I am going to list these on my Etsy shop when the enamel pins come in. You will be able to buy them separately, and I'm also going to put a listing together for all three. I hope they're well received. It was a commitment, but so many of you said that you were interested in them that I made it happen. That's my big announcement. So let me know what you think. Now, the reason I got gray, it's blank on the back. The reason I got gray is because as a drinker, especially one that drinks like outside in the woods and things, your koozies get dirty. You can throw these in the washing machine and they're just fine. These stickers are like legit vinyl stickers. Let me know what you guys think. And then I will post the enamel pins on Instagram when they come in for you guys to see. And I will also post on there when I am putting things on Etsy. Thank you guys so much. Ditto, you're so loud. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Remember, knit swag. How was that for timing? I'm gonna go make another one. Stay safe. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. If you haven't yet and you're still here, like, thumbs up, subscribe, and all that happy horse shit. And until we meet again,